Video games are amazing, right? They offer an escape from reality and a chance to immerse ourselves in different worlds. They let us explore fantastical worlds and become whoever we want to be, from brave warriors to cunning thieves. But what about the characters we meet along the way? The ones who make these worlds feel alive and vibrant. You know, the ones who aren't controlled by players like you and me, the ones who have their own stories and roles. These are the unsung heroes of the gaming world, non-player characters, or NPCs for short. They are essential to our gaming experience. NPCs are the shopkeepers, the quest givers, the townsfolk, and even the enemies that populate our favorite games. They are everywhere. They give life and depth to these virtual worlds, making them feel more real and engaging. Without them, games would be empty and dull. Imagine playing a game like Skyrim without any friendly faces to greet you in the towns or any fearsome dragons to battle. It would be a lonely experience. It just wouldn't be the same. NPCs are crucial to the immersive experience of gaming. In this journey through the world of video game development, we'll explore how NPCs have evolved over time. Their journey is fascinating. From their humble beginnings as simple sprites to their current state as complex AI-driven characters, NPCs have come a long way. We'll uncover the magic behind their creation, the hard work and creativity that goes into bringing them to life. So, buckle up and get ready to dive into the fascinating world of NPCs. There's so much to discover and appreciate. We'll see how far they've come and where they're headed in the future of gaming. The journey of NPCs is far from over. In the early days of video games, things were much simpler. Remember Pac-Man? That iconic yellow circle munching away at dots? Those ghosts chasing him weren't exactly the brightest bunch. They followed simple, predictable paths. They were just pixels on a screen, programmed to follow basic patterns. Yet, they created a sense of challenge and excitement. Early NPCs were limited by the technology of the time. The hardware couldn't support complex behaviors. Games were stored on cartridges with very little memory. Developers had to work within these constraints. This meant that developers had to be creative in how they designed NPCs. They had to think outside the box. They couldn't create complex characters with unique personalities and backstories. Instead, they focused on gameplay mechanics. Despite their limitations, these early NPCs played a crucial role. They were essential to the gaming experience. They provided obstacles to overcome, characters to interact with, and a sense of life to otherwise empty game worlds. They made the games feel alive. They were the building blocks upon which future generations of game developers would build, the foundation of modern gaming. Think of these early games as the silent film era of NPCs. Simple yet groundbreaking in their own right. They may not have had voices or complex AI, but they still managed to tell stories and create engaging experiences. Their simplicity was their charm. As technology advanced, so did the possibilities for NPCs. Games moved from arcades to home consoles and PCs, bringing with them more memory and processing power. This allowed developers to create more complex characters with deeper storylines and interactions. Games like Doom introduced us to enemies with different behaviors and attack patterns. No longer were we dealing with mindless drones. These enemies could dodge, flank, and even work together to take us down. The development of scripting languages gave NPCs even more autonomy. Instead of being limited to pre-programmed paths, they could now react to the player's actions in real time. This made the game worlds feel more dynamic and unpredictable. This era of gaming was like the transition from silent films to talkies. NPCs were finally finding their voice, and the results were transformative. Section 4, AI takes the stage. NPCs get smart. The introduction of artificial intelligence marked a turning point in the evolution of NPCs. AI allowed developers to create characters that could learn, adapt, and make decisions on their own, leading to more realistic and immersive gaming experiences. Games like The Witcher 3 and Red Dead Redemption 2 showcase just how far NPC development has come. The characters in these games have unique personalities, relationships, and motivations. They react to the player's choices and actions in nuanced and believable ways. For example, in Red Dead Redemption 2, you can have a conversation with a shopkeeper, rob them, or even just walk away. The shopkeeper will remember your actions and react accordingly in future encounters. AI has given NPCs a level of agency they never had before, making them feel less like puppets and more like living, breathing characters. Section 5. The brains behind the bots. How AI shapes NPC behavior. But how does it all work? How do developers breathe life into these virtual characters? How do developers use AI to create such believable characters that react and adapt to the player's actions? The answer lies in a combination of sophisticated techniques, including decision trees, state machines, and machine learning algorithms. Decision trees are like intricate flowcharts that determine an NPC's actions based on the player's choices and interactions. For example, if the player approaches an NPC with their weapon drawn, the decision tree might lead the NPC to flee, fight back, or call for help, depending on the situation. State machines, on the other hand, define the different states an NPC can be in, such as idle, patrolling, or attacking, and how they transition between these states. The NPC's behavior dynamically changes depending on its current state and the player's actions. Machine learning takes things a step further by allowing NPCs to learn from their experiences and improve their behavior over time, making them more unpredictable and engaging. This is how games like Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor created the Nemesis system, where enemies remember their encounters with the player and become more challenging and personalized each time they meet. These advanced techniques, combined with the creativity and ingenuity of game developers, are continuously pushing the boundaries of what's possible with NPCs, making games more immersive and interactive than ever before. Section 6. The future is now, NPCs in VR and beyond. As technology continues to evolve, so too will the world of NPCs. Virtual reality and augmented reality are opening up new possibilities for immersive storytelling and character interaction. Imagine stepping into a VR game where the NPCs react to your every move and gaze, or walking down the street and having an AR character pop up to give you a quest. The line between the real and virtual worlds is becoming increasingly blurred, and NPCs are leading the charge. Advancements in natural language processing are also paving the way for more natural and engaging conversations with NPCs. Imagine having a conversation with an NPC that feels just like talking to a real person. This technology has the potential to revolutionize the way we interact with virtual characters. The future of NPCs is bright, full of exciting possibilities and limitless potential. Section 7. Conclusion. Living worlds, limitless possibilities. From their humble beginnings as simple pixels to their current state as complex AI-driven characters, NPCs have come a long way. They are no longer just background elements in our favorite games. They are active participants in the stories we experience. As technology continues to advance, we can expect NPCs to become even more realistic, engaging, and integral to the gaming experience. Who knows? Maybe one day we won't be able to tell the difference between a real person and a well-crafted NPC. But one thing is for sure, the future of gaming is intertwined with the evolution of NPCs. They are the key to creating truly immersive and believable virtual worlds, and I, for one, can't wait to see what the future holds for these digital denizens.